Let us start. Okay. So, what you have done in last day on Wednesday?
Ma'am, Wednesday class not happened.
Okay.
You take the last class on Saturday.
Okay. 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 So we will discuss little for loop quiz, what we stopped on that day, and then we will move to while and do while, and we will be trying to complete the looping. Okay. And probably in the next class we will start with adding. Okay, so let us start. As you have seen this, we will start with the quiz session. So what will be the output? Have you decided? Last day we have previous, I think that last week we have started, but because of some concept was not known to us, so we could not able to continue. So what will be the output for this?
The CVV was printed only one times.
Okay, all of you have understood? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Reason, did all of you understood? Yes. Can
Yes,
any
ma'am.
one of you explain?
Because when a for loop is closed, it is
For loop
semicolon.
is closed. So what will happen for that? For loop will start from 0 and will be rotating 5 times. Okay. It will be just self rotating, but it won't come inside the bracket. It won't come inside the flower bracket. 1 minute. Let me take a pen. Okay. So for loop started here with I equals to 0, but for loop will not enter inside this. It will not enter here. Okay. So for loop, according to the rule of for loop, I will be equals to 1, I less than 5. I will be incremented like that. I will be 5. That time terminating condition will be false. So CPU bus will be printed only once. Now let us come to this output. Can you analyze and tell me, and you need to explain? What is that for loop called? What is that for loop called?
Ma'am, it's an infinite for loop.
It is infinite for loop. All of you, did you remember what is infinite for loop? Infinite
Ma'am,
for
it
loop
will
is...
keep printing hello.
Okay. So infinite for loop is you have 2 semicolons in for loop. You have for here, and inside the for you have 2 semicolons. This is 1 semicolon here and 1 more semicolon here. Okay. So sorry. So this is called infinite for loop. Okay. So this is called infinite for loop. Okay. So first one is infinite for loop. So anyhow it is executing. So control will enter inside. Again it is an infinite for loop. So control will enter inside. So hello will be printed. Hello will be printed infinite times. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
For all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now come to this one.
Nothing
What
will
will-
be. Ma'am,
Nothing
nothing
will-
will be printed.
Okay, can you explain?
Ma'am, because it starts with an infinite for loop there, and it will loop infinitely there. So
Okay.
the next steps will not occur.
Okay, very good. Did all of you understood? Did all of you understood?
The previous
ma'am.
one had a semicolon, didn't have a semicolon. It was nested for there.
Yes, previous one was infinite for loop only, but both are executing because even in the next class it is executing, but you did not have any semicolon, that the program control will stop there. Program control will come to next line, program control will come to next line, because it does not have any semicolon after for. Can we have semicolon after for? No, we cannot have semicolon at the end of for. Okay, we can have, but if we have, what will happen is infinite for loop will continuously executing. Okay, and there is a semicolon, so control will not be able to come to the next line. Is it understandable by everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
ম্যাম এখানে তাহলে কিছু প্রিন্ট হবে না, তাই তো?
Nothing will be printed. কিছু প্রিন্ট হবে না।
ফার্স্টটার সাথে এটা যদি কম্পেয়ার করি, আপনি এটা
হ্যাঁ।
প্রিন্ট হবে না বলছেন ওই লাস্টের সেমিকোলনটা আছে বলে, পরের পর একদম যে লাস্টের সেমিকোলনটা,
Yes.
একদম ফার্স্টের সাথে এটা কম্পেয়ার করলে ওই ফার্স্টে দুটো ব্র্যাকেট ছিল, প্রিন্ট এফ এর আগে একটা ব্র্যাকেট পরে একটা ব্র্যাকেট, তাই জন্যই ওটা ওয়ান টাইম সিপি বাসটা ক্রিয়েট মানে প্রিন্ট
হ্যাঁ,
হয়েছিল।
হ্যাঁ।
ওকে
So this is infinite for loop. So now need this one. I think this one we have seen and we have executed. So can you analyze once and tell?
Ma'am, it will print 0, 0, 0. Then it will print 1, 0, then 2, 0, 3, 0, and it will continue this way
Okay.
until infinity.
Okay. Can anyone other than you explain?
May I?
Yes.
Okay, so ma'am, here you have just incremented the value of I, so that's
Okay.
why the I is increasing and the J value remains same. That's why it's like that 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0.
Very good. So
Until
I
5.
yes. So I was 0 and J was also 0. But next time I got incremented to 1, but J did not get incremented. So J is not having any increment. So here you can see that J value not incremented, not only not incremented, it was 0 and it is sticking to 0. It is 0. So J 0 in all the places must be the output. I is increasing from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. Okay, clear for all of you?
ইয়েস ম্যাম।
Everyone. Okay.
ইয়েস
Yes,
ম্যাম।
Okay, this one last I think you can answer. Nested for loop.
Ten.
What will be the output?
I think 0, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone?
No, ma'am, sorry, 1.
Okay. Compare this, the same with CPU bus. This for loop, first for loop, is it executing?
Ma'am, the loops are separated from the count plus plus statement by
Okay.
the semicolons.
It's a
So it will be 0 at the end.
Okay. Any other answer? If I don't give semicolon, what will happen?
Ma'am, and it
If I don't give any semicolon, what will happen? Suppose it
And
is,
then it would be 25 there.
it will be 25 there. Okay. Now we are giving semicolon. So here semicolon means what? I will be equals to 0, then I will be 1, I will be 2, I will be 3, sorry. I will be 2, I will be 3, I will be 4 and 5. So when it is 5, this loop will be terminated, next loop will start. Okay. So in this case, again j value will start from 0, then it will go up to 5. That time this loop will terminate. Okay. So after that, what will happen? Can you all execute this and tell me? You choose 2 options first. What I told you on that day also, choose 2 options.
Ma'am, after that, j's value would be incremented.
J value what incremented? So j is ended with j equals to 5.
4.
Why 4?
5, ma'am.
J 4
At 5
means
it will
when, yes, when j
break
equals
the
to
loop.
4, loop was rotating, but the moment j become 5, it is false, terminating condition is false, so loop should execute as long as terminating condition is true. J is less than 5. Now j is equals to 5, so 5 is not less than 5, so loop is terminated. Now the question is, what you need to check is by yourself, that count will be incremented once or it will remain 0. So answer lies between 1 and 0. That all of us have understood.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it
So
will be
after-
0.
Okay, so you please execute that, not now. You please execute that, and in tomorrow only. Tomorrow itself we have a class. You execute this and you tell me what will be the output. Okay. Next is your array structure, union and pointer. We'll be going to some advanced part of data structure. Okay. C programming, C or data structure. Okay. So let us start with. All of you can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will start with while loop. Okay, I will simply write on the screen and show you. But before that, want to execute one program, because you have we have already executed for. So I'm not first writing and executing. Afterwards, I will write and show you the comparison with for loop. In for loop, what we used to do. Here also I will write. In for loop, I'm writing down. In for loop, what we used to do then in for I had 3 things. One is initialization, then semicolon, then terminating condition, then semicolon, then increment, decrement. Increment or decrement. Is it clear? General syntax is clear for all of us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, in while, we will be having same thing. Okay. Can you all understand that for while all are coming in white color? Why? Because these all are keyword. See, int is in white. Okay. While is a keyword, so it is in white color. So while in while also same thing. I need to give increment. I need to give initialization. This is initialization. So I need to have initialization for while. So how can I initialize? I am not writing the same thing. I am just writing how to initialize. So I must be having I equals to 0 or 1, some initialization. Okay. Then what I need to have second thing is terminating condition. So terminating condition means I will be comparing I with some value. Then let me take n equals to 5. Then third thing what I have is increment or decrement. So I can do I plus plus, I can do I minus minus. Okay, or I equals to I plus 1, your wish. But in while, we don't write all those things separated by semicolon inside while. We don't do that. What we do? See, same thing like for initialization, termination, increment, decrement, but initialization happens somewhere before you see the actual program. Initialization happens before while loop starts. Can you see? we have initialized I equals to 11 before starting while. Can you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, I want response from everyone. Unmute all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you
Yes,
repeat?
ma'am.
Yes, I will repeat. In for, everyone must understand up at the end of the class. Ask any question, whatever comes to your mind. Okay, this is the basic of everything, every programming language. For, we do first initialization, then we write terminating condition, then we write increment decrement. Similarly, for while also I should have initialization, I have terminating condition, I have increment decrement. Okay, but writing procedure is little bit different in while from for. How it is? This initialization will not happen inside the bracket of while. Okay, where it will happen? It will happen before while loop. And this increment decrement also will not happen here. Where it will happen? It will happen after while loop. So see here the actual program, I equals to 11 while I less than 20, printf I plus plus. Can you all understand that I equals to 11 is initialization of the variable I before while? What we did as a first statement inside for? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I can write one equivalent for and while for better understanding after just doing this. Now, terminating condition is I less than 20. You can take any condition, but somehow we have taken here I less than equals to 20, less than 20. Clear? So this is a terminating condition. Then we need to do increment decrement. Why we do increment decrement? Otherwise, I will remain same. So if I does not change, then control will never reach to the terminating condition. Is it clear why we need terminating condition? I will remain 11 forever if we don't change the I. So automatically, if you don't write this line normally, so automatically it will be one infinite loop. I'm coming afterwards. As of now, you tell me whether the syntax of for loop is understandable.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
we print the value of I and then we increment this value, right?
Yes. Now I will write one for equivalent to, I will write one while equivalent to for. That will give us better understanding. 1 second. So for loop, same thing I will write. Okay. I equals to 11 semicolon I less than 20 semicolon I plus plus. What will be the equivalent? What will be the equivalent while loop for that? I equals to 11 will be, I equals to 11 will be before starting of for loop. Before starting of while loop. Terminating condition, that is I less than 20 should be kept inside the while loop.
Bracket.
Then bracket. If only one thing is there, you may not keep bracket also. So here we will write, what we will write? I plus plus. Okay. Let us go down and write I plus plus. Y plus plus will be here. I plus plus. Then semicolon. Is it clear for equivalent while?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
For everyone it is clear? Everyone it is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us explain do while also when we are writing. So this program you can see the same while loop is written here. Only difference is see I equals to 11 less than 20 I plus plus, but only change is we are printing the value of I. That we have to do, otherwise we cannot understand that what is going on in between. Okay, that I value is changing from 11 to 20 step by step, that will not be clear for us. So we have printed the value of I. That's all is the difference. Similarly, yes.
Ma'am, I said that ma'am, what is the difference between for and while?
Difference, yes. Difference is in two places. One, can you tell me? One is in front of us. Yes.
Ma'am, syntax. There is a
syntax. One is syntax. Okay. One is syntax. We will try to write while, like, for, and check whether compilation error is coming or not. So one, as of now, what we can understand is syntax. What is the second difference is their application. Okay. What is the difference in application? While loop usually where we use, because we are just beginner, we have not executed big programs. So when there is a big program, you just imagine there is a program where you have to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, some kind of insertion, deletion, so many things. Okay. So in this case, you don't want to print any values based on the while loop. You just want the loop to be rotated for a number of times. Okay. You don't want any work function to be done, like some symmetrical star should print, or something will be printed like I value you want to increase and you want to print, means you are concentrating on I value. Or maybe here I value you are changing to, suppose I equals to I plus 7. Like some rhythmic way you are changing the value of I, that you want to do. So your main concentration here in for loop is changing the I value every step in such a way that you can get some different kind of output. So when the program is based on I and you are interested on printing the value of I in different way, in the sense star printing, last day we have seen ways of star printing, one line 1 star, second line 2 star. So we have adjusted for loop in such a way that it was printing like that. So in such cases where we are working based on pattern, we are working based on the I values, different types of I values printing, then we will go for. While when we will go for is, see, while usually will be used for rotating the loop number of times, where rotation wise your I value is not a matter of concentration. I am rotating some work function in the sense, suppose you want to insert some values in a data structure. How can I make you understand? Suppose there will be some menu driven program. Okay, menu driven program means, I will tell you, suppose menu driven program means you want to write here, if I equals to 8, while I equals to 8, or while I not equals to 8, while I not equals to 8, you terminate it. Okay, you just terminate that while loop. Okay, but until and unless I is becoming 8 or I is not equals to 8, you are doing some work function. Work function in the sense you are giving user some choice. Have you seen any choice based program, menu based program? Have you seen any time? No, right? Okay. One second.
In switch case, we see it, na?
Switch case is one thing. Switch case is one thing. 1 minute. I have one program I have opened. I will show you. Wait. See here. See this program. We have used do while here. Do while and while is some kind of same. Maybe we will not understand the program here. This program is a tree program. You see what is called menu driven program. See, we will be, so next question what you will ask is, what is the case of using do while? So do while and while is some kind of same use. See here, what we are telling, okay, we are writing do then we are giving those many options. Press 1 for insertion in binary tree, press 2 for deletion, press 3 for in-order traversal, post-order traversal, pre-order traversal. Okay, search. So these kind of program is called menu driven program. In that, what happens? See, you have taken switch case. Okay, but in switch case you are taking one option, but this option is what in this program you have written the function for performing insertion, performing deletion, traversal, all those things. What is that? You don't need to understand now. But you are pressing one number for execution of one different thing. That can you understand seeing this program?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
if your choice is 6, what will happen? You will be searching and you will be replacing. If it is written in some way that you forget, that you don't need to understand. But based on the choice is the part of switch. So if your choice is 7, here this variable will be taken as, this will be taken as 7. And if this is taken as 7, you all know that case 7 will be executing. I have case 7. So case 7 will be, I might not have written here case 7. So suppose if it is case 4. Suppose user has pressed case 4. So case 4 is something here. So case 4 is post-order traversal. So case 4 will be executing. But you see here, while loop is taking choice. While loop is taking choice. Choice is what? Choice less than, while choice less than 1 and choice greater than 7. We have given OR. So for that cases, this switch will be executing. So in this case, you don't try to understand. Even I cannot make you understand at this stage. But in this case, I am not at all concentrating on the increment and decrement part of while loop. I am just using while loop for executing something many number of times. Okay, so if choice is not less than 1 and if choice is greater than 7, so if these two are there, so in this case it will be true or false. Can you tell me seeing this while loop?
Ma'am, there will be printed that invalid choice because there is nothing kind of 8 case or 9 case. So that's what happened.
Okay, so as of now, I am not going to discuss, it will be a waste of time. You just understand as of now, when there is a program where you need to print some option and you want the option to be alive for n number of times, you are not concentrating on printing the values. You are using the loop for keeping some options live on the screen. Like you don't want it to be terminated until and unless the while loop is false. So here while loop will be using as a switch. I'm not telling about switch case. Switch on, switch off. So while loop will be true. So all the options will be true. All the options will be displayed. Okay. Here if you are using for loop, the problem is for loop will be continuously incrementing and at one point you have to stop it. That increment is a periodic increment. Like increment is 1 means every period it is 1 or 2 increment. But in while loop you have another thing, that is if you want to keep while alive, you can use just while true. So while true means until and unless you are making while false, while loop will be alive. You don't need to give any decrement or increment. So such kind of program execution we will be using while loop. I don't think it is clear because at this stage when we have not done such kind of program, it won't be clear. But are you able to realize what I am telling?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You are not concentrating on printing of value of I. You just want this to be, you just want this part to be true. okay, and you are not at all doing this, you are not, maybe you are not incrementing this, okay, your concentration is inside while, there will be something which will always be executing. While will remain true forever, something will be continuously executing until and unless you are explicitly stopping it. You are not concentrating on printing the value of I. So when the concentration is a pattern, you are going to print some values in periodic order, that time for loop. When you are interested to display something forever or for a finite number of times, we should go for while. Okay, as of now, this much, whether you understood? Yes,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So immediately you see do while. Frequently asked interview question is, what is the difference between for loop, while loop? That may not be 100% clear now until and unless we go for big programs. But as of now, we understand that for loop, while loop works in the same way, identical way. But only thing is, it is application wise, you may differ it. Not that you cannot use for loop, but we avoid using for loop, because for loop I will be unnecessarily incrementing. While loop, while I less than 20 will be forever true until and unless you keep some I value which is greater than 20. So until and unless I value is true means I is less than 20, while loop will be continuously. Is this not the example of infinite while loop? Can you tell me? Is this the example of an infinite loop, while loop, or not?
Yes, ma'am.
As of now, all of you can understand? All of you can understand? Everyone
Yes, ma'am.
unmute. Everyone unmute and tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now I think I can tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I think I can tell you now. There are some lines. Okay, one statement. Next is another statement. Now, last line after execution of all the statement, I am writing I equals to 20. So, can you tell me? Now, when all the statements were getting executed, at that time, I did not bother about increment of I. While loop was correct only, while loop was true only, yes or no? I have not periodically rotated the value of I. Yes. So all the statements, whatever statement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have given before writing I equals to 20. I equals to 20 is my last statement. So when the while loop will be terminating, when I will be equals to 20. But before that, whatever was there will be continuous, will be executing, but loop is not rotating. So unnecessarily I am not rotating the loop. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can compare this. It is not the actual thing I am telling you, but you can better understand if you can see this. So as of now, I'll go back to the previous example.
ম্যাম কি শুনতে পাচ্ছি না।
Ma'am, you are muted.
Okay. Can you hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just now I got muted.
No, ma'am. For 2 minutes you were muted.
Okay, you
Ma'am,
should
yes,
tell me, no,
ma'am.
immediately, because I have not done anything. Suddenly I got muted. Okay. So you can see here that do while is written. Can you all see?
Yes, ma'am.
So do while is written in such a way that for loop, while loop and do while should be equivalent. So we have done initialization like for here for while, and here for do while it is same. Only writing syntax wise it is different. While and do while same, only initialization before the loop. Now we started with do, then we gave bracket, then we did increment decrement, and then we wrote while. Work function wise, what will be the output for this? If I write a print statement, if I write a print statement here for I, if I am printing I, so what will be the first value for I? 11. Here,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
do
ma'am.
then print I. So 11 will be printed. After that 12 will be printed. Like that, all the numbers will be printed. And so when 11 got printed, like I became 11, and it will come out of the bracket and it will check while I less than 20. Understanding wise, one thing you need to understand that after while we are giving the semicolon. So while does not end in the bracket. It starts after the bracket. Syntactically totally different from for and while. Whatever the things happening is happening almost in the same way, only some place it in some places it will differ. Okay, that will come afterwards. So while I less than 20, it is getting checked. It is called what? It is called terminating condition. So I less than 20 is getting checked. Then it is again doing whatever is written. So it is doing the printf of I. Print of I, it is printing what? It is printing I. So I second value, that is 12, got printed. Okay, I is incremented. So I is incremented to 13. 13 is less than 20. So again do print I. So do print I means I value equals to 13 will be printed. Okay, similarly I will once become 20, so 20 will not be printed. So last value to be printed will be 90. Is it clear for all of us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, it is clear. Tell me if you have any doubt. Okay, now I'll give you one small MCQ. I am initializing the value of I equals to 20. Here also see carefully what we are doing. We are giving value of I equals to 20, and here also initialization of value of I 20. So in this case, if I am printing I, and in this case also if I am printing the value of I, if I do this, it will go to next line. Wait. In this case also, here I am printing the value of I. In this case also printing the value of I. So can you tell me the difference between these three? What will be the output of the first program if I print I 20, I less than 20, I plus plus. Tell.
Nothing will be executed.
Nothing will be printed. Did all of us understood that?
Yes, ma'am.
I is 20, so terminating condition will be checked. I is 20 here. So 20 is not less than 20, so control will not enter inside the loop and I value will not be printed. Clear? For the case of while, I20, I is 20 means 20 lesser than 20 will become the terminating condition. It is false. So it will be while false. While false means it will not, control will not enter. So I value will not be printed. In case of do while, I is 20. Okay. And you are writing do printf I. Can you feel, do you feel that there will be a difference?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference?
Is it print one time, then it comes to the terminating condition?
100%, absolutely. So you are we checking any condition in the beginning of the while loop? We are not checking any
No.
condition.
No.
What we are doing, do forcefully you print I don't bother about
Yes.
what I is. Okay, so it will print 20 forcefully. It will become 21. So 21 is not less than 20. So loop will terminate. Okay, so this difference between these two are do while will be executed once forever. Every time do while will execute once forever. Okay, if the initialization condition is false, then also do while will be executing, because here condition will not be checked before entering to the loop. Is it clear for all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Unmute all together. All of you unmute
Yes,
all
ma'am.
together.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
First printing is blind printing. This type of, because of this type of characteristics, there are two categories in loop. One category is entry controlled, another category is exit controlled. So there are two categories of loop. Interview sensitive question. There are two categories of loop. Looping will be done by three ways: for, while, do while. But there are two categories. One is entry controlled, one is exit controlled. Entry means in the starting point, terminating condition will be checked. In the case of for also, while also. But for the case of do while, it is exit control. Before
Exit control.
exit control, it is called EXIT, exit control. Exit control means at the end of the execution, after first iteration, condition will be checked. So due to this, for do while has to work once blindly, whether the terminating condition is true or false. Entry control you have understood. If the first itself is false, entry itself it is controlled. Work function is controlling the entry point. Is it clearly understandable by everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Any
Yes,
doubt?
ma'am.
Okay. Then we'll quickly execute. So you can take a screenshot and you can remember it forever. Okay. And these videos will be uploaded in YouTube, already uploaded. So if you feel, you can see the day session and you can see in the beginning itself and you can understand that which day's video it is. So maybe this video will be uploaded in 1 week. So any point if you have confusion or you want to listen once again, you can see this from your YouTube channel. Okay, from your college YouTube channel. Okay. So, okay. So let me remove this. Okay. So loops are of three types: while, do while, and for. And okay, that program at last, if time is there, I will show you once again. So I think you can understand better. Now let us execute a program with while loop. Okay, we are compiling. So what result we will get? Tell me. I started with 11. I less than 20. We are printing the value of I. So first value of I will be what?
11.
11.
11.
First value will be 11. Then 12, 13. Like that it will go. Very easy now for all of us.
19.
Until
Okay.
19.
So until 19 it has
19.
got printed.
Yes.
Clear? So we
Yes.
will just Yes, very good. So we'll just immediately change it to do while. Okay.
Okay,
We
ma'am.
should immediately change it to do while. Where we should place, you see, at the end of the bracket we will change. But one more thing we need to do, see, these while will be ended here. Okay. So this is the one case, syntax wise huge difference, where we are giving semicolon after while. Like for normal while, it is bracket terminated, but do while is terminated by semicolon. So this is an example of loop interview question which will be generally like obviously terminated by a semicolon. For and while, if you terminate with semicolon, immediately after that if you give semicolon, it will become, it will be self-rotating, it will not go to the next line. But in the case of while, this is usual. So do, then do whatever you want to do, then you should give while. So save it and compile. As we have used getch, so we don't need to go for checking output. See, output remains same. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
all of you have seen
Yes,
the
ma'am.
output.
Yes.
Output remains same.
Hmm.
Only thing is while, do while. Now let us check what condition we have just now discussed. Okay, we are giving the value of I. Means this is a very frequently asked interview question. Okay, entry terminating, exit terminating, use of semicolon for looping in usual case, not for the exceptional case to make it rotate or to create some ambiguity and all. It is a usual case. Entry control, exit control, and show some cases where syntactically for while, do while are same, but not producing the same result. So this is the example for that. So in this case, what will be the output? Output will be 20. Can
20.
we all understand? Because
Yes,
it
ma'am.
went
Yes, ma'am.
here happened blind. Okay. Okay. So, but in the case of if we would have taken here, if we would have taken here while, then we would not have got this printed. We would not have got any. Sorry,
Any
not
output?
have got any output to be printed. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Is it clearly understandable for all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
here
ma'am.
no semicolon. Here no semicolon. Okay, semicolon will be there in the do while after completion of while. Why it is? Because the normal construct what they have kept for loop is bracket terminating. But here after bracket you are writing while in case of do while. So probably they have introduced the semicolon. See, this is not in our hand. This has been done by designer. So we can only have the explanation. So are we getting
Output हो जाएंगे.
any output? No, we are not getting. Get ch, as we discussed, in it will show you the output one thing, and it will wait for one key to be pressed. That key can be any key. So if you press the key, it will take you back to the output, back to the original screen. Okay. Now you can see one difference. You can see one thing here. See what program we have seen here. Can you see? First, do you neglect? We are using do. Then we are giving while, and we are ending it with semicolon. I think you can now understand better. See this much. So I want this menu to be printed. I am not interested on increment, decrement of any values. I want this to be printed. I don't want it against any condition. You are going to restaurant, you have been provided a menu card. There is no condition for that, whether you eat or not and how much ever you eat. So it is unconditional. So when this is an unconditional printing, what is not respect to any values, that time we will be using do while. So this kind of program is called menu driven program, where menu will be displayed. Can you understand? This can be called as menu. If you press 1,
Yes, ma'am.
insertion will happen. Press 2, deletion will happen, like that. So it is a menu. You have been given an option to be which you need to press for executing one different program. Okay. So terminating condition is giving as, see, this is the use of or. So if the choice is less than less than 1, or if the choice is greater than 7, what will happen? Can you see this part of the program and tell me? Then our understanding will be complete.
If it's greater than 7, then it will not execute.
100%. If it is lesser than or means what? If this one is true, if this part is true, or if this part is true. If any, yes, continue. If anyone is true, then or will be executing. So if your option, by choice you are taking the option. So if your option is, see, you have done one if and you wrote if it is less than 1 and or greater than 7. So what we printed for that? Try again. Means you have given some negative option which we have not kept here, and if you are giving beyond 7, that option also we have not kept here. Okay, so your program is valid for choice value 1 to 7. Okay, other than that it will not execute. So because you want to keep on condition which is bottom condition and one top condition, so you have, and both you want as valid, like if either or you want to keep as valid. If it is either lesser than 1 also, it should not execute. If that option is greater than 7 also, it should not execute, because we have kept 7 options starting from 1 to 7. So how you have to adjust while in this case? While loop will be written in such a way that if it becomes false, then this do while will stop. And when it will become false, if choice is less than 1, and if choice is greater than 7. Is it understandable by all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, please ask. Then I will change it little bit, and I will tell you one more thing in this context. If I give and, what will happen? If I am giving and in place of or, this is not related to looping, but this is a case now we are in a level that we can understand. So in this case, both the things should be true. Then only দুটোই হতে হবে. Parallelly both should be true. Like choice should be -1 and also choice should be 8, like greater than 7. Then only while loop will stop. So in this case, while loop will be infinite, because for choice you are giving only one value that cannot be parallelly lesser than 1, and that cannot be parallelly greater than 7. So in this case, in place of or, if you are using and, what we are creating? We are creating a infinite while loop. The key point to be taken is, in while loop you should be careful about using conditions. There can be some for loop, there can be some while loop where when it is dependent on a single value, you cannot give 2 conditions based on single value, because and means both left and right side must be true. So if you had 2 different variable, choice and choice 1, you are scanning 2 variable, so, and you are deciding about the rotation of while loop based on 2 variable, then you can use and. But when it is a single variable cannot have 2 instance, so that 2 can be true at a time. So while loop will become infinite. Is it clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it understandable? So we need to be very careful about using and or. Okay,
ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Do you have any doubt?
Ma'am, or how will we? Okay. In this way, what does that sign like? How?
That is one just above enter, one backspace is there, no? One backspace on top of that it is there. Like it will be usually in between your original backspace and enter, in between one key will be there. that key up down, two keys are there, like two symbols are there. It will be like, yes,
We have to use it shift and this sign. It is upper.
shift and yes, upper one, shift and this sign. Together, this will be treated as OR, not single one. Okay, you have to give it 2 times to make it useful as OR. Okay, and is your that ampersand, that sign, what you call, and it will be above 7.
Yes.
And okay, so this will be called as and this also you need to type twice to make it and. Once means it is of no use. So did you understood now at the end what is menu driven program and what is the use of giving here do while or while?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me then one question answer? If you don't see the first do, you just imagine the program is from here to here. If it is do while, what I should have done if it is do while? It is not do while. If it is only while, what I should have done?
While এর সঙ্গে সেমিকোলনটা সেটা হবে না।
We will not be having like we will just cut this. We will just cut this from here and we will be, I'll show you. We'll just cut this from here and we will be pasting it here. Okay. We will not be having do. We will be pasting it here. Okay. I will not be having any semicolon. I'll not be having any semicolon because this is entry control. So no need to give any semicolon. Is it clear for all of us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so while initially you are giving condition. Now did you understand the difference like application of for and while? Here why should I unnecessarily use for? I have to initialize. Here no initialization, it is only valid for true false. You are only giving option, but while is or do while is used just for rotation of the loop. How many times it will rotate as long as you are not breaking the condition, like you are not breaking the while loop, you are not making
Only
it
true and false.
True and false. Only uses 1 and true, 1 and 0, true and false. Okay.
Achha.
So use of while loop can be done or do while loop can be done just for implementing true and false. Okay. So in this case, all those initialization, termination is needed. Increment, decrement is invalid. What should I do with the value of choice? Okay. No rhythmic printing, no star printing, nothing. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you? So,
whileটাকে do whileটাকে যেমন ভাবে আমরা ইউজ করতে পারছি, ফরটাকে এরকম ভাবে ইউজ করতে পারবো না।
for we cannot use like that. Okay, not that we cannot use, we can use, but there will be lot of complication because for what is the syntax of for you need to give initialization condition, terminating condition. You are not giving, so in this case you will not be giving increment, decrement. After last semicolon it will be left blank. Okay, initial condition also will be left blank because initialization is not needed. So this for will be kind of for, then inside the bracket we will be writing this whole condition, choice lesser than one condition you will write. Then after that again choice, I'm not writing completely, choice greater than one condition you will give, but before that you have to give one semicolon and after that you have to give one semicolon. Why? Because for loop syntax is 2 semicolon, whether you are writing initial thing or not initial
And
thing, terminating condition. So here no initialization, so this for loop is equivalent to this do while or just what we have converted as while loop. This will be like that. Okay, but in you can use, I'm not telling you cannot use, but do you feel that where you have many pattern doing many things, so why should I unnecessarily give semicolon and why should I use the for loop here? Okay, I will be just using do while. because do while is like just like that you print until and unless it is first one anyhow will be printed. I'm not going to check any condition. At least your central processing unit will be doing some less operation. Yes or no? First time no condition is getting checked, blind printing is happening.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So if normal for and while is checking 10 times something, let's say, so here it will be 9 times. So one time comparison we are saving.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Thank you so much. So you can
Thank
leave
you,
if
ma'am.
you don't have any doubt. Yes.
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank
Goodbye,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Goodbye. Thank you.